All in.
He's got ace king. He's gone all in.
Well, I can't blame him. He was on one of the short stacks here.
Jared out.
Morella goes out, but David makes the call with the 2 jacks, and we have the race.
It's time for a giveaway at WPT Global. Get a free $50 added to your account. Simply follow these 3 steps. Go to WPTglobal.com/YT. Make a new account with bonus code YT73 and make a deposit. That's it. $50 will be added to your account.
Well, David Paredes out in front, 14.4 million. Anthony Morella in second place, 10.7. Anthony Mayo in third with 8.4. And Jared and Vlad both on the short stack with 1.5.
Antes of 15,000. Blinds 50 and 100. Action on Jared Jaffe. Quick fold by him. Anthony Mayo from Philadelphia also going out.
Round to Anthony Morella now.
Up to Anthony.
He's a New Yorker, and he's got a pair of kings.
He's a finance professional. Went to Auburn undergrad, to Syracuse Law School. Got 2 kings here and is going to raise the pot. 225,000 to go.
Now David has a pretty solid ace queen of spades, and he is going to re-raise. Vlad from Brooklyn out.
Look at this, Morella just calls, does not re-raise with the 2 kings. A bit surprising to me.
Here is the flop. It's a 7-6-5. Safe for the kings.
Well, he checks him. David checks right behind him, and now a queen comes off. This could spell trouble for David. He now has top pair with top kicker. But he doesn't have the best hand as Morella has the kings and bets. 450,000.
The way Morella's been playing this hand so far, it's got his man completely trapped. It's just a smooth call there by Paredes. And the river card is an ace. Oh no! David making aces and queens. What a draw out against Morella.
Well, Morella has checked here. And you see David reaching for chips, and why not?
Doesn't realize how lucky he is.
He's going to bet 1.5 million here. Well, we thought Morella was playing this hand very slow. It may bode well for him, Vince. As he lays his hand down here, he lost the minimum possible with that hand.
Incredible escape there by the New Yorker. And there's David's wife, Caitlin, on the rail. He's 34 years old, out of New York.
A very bright guy, Vince. Paredes went to Harvard for an undergraduate. He got a master's in fine arts and fiction writing, and then went to NYU Law School. So highly educated guy doing quite well here tonight.
Anthony Mayo out. And now it's Anthony Morella.
2 kings didn't work out, so let's try king 4.
Yeah, he's going to make it 2:15 to go. David has a pair of jacks. What hands we're seeing.
What a thorn in the side this guy's becoming. For Morella, that's for sure.
And he's going to slow play, just call. And now the Brooklynite, Vlad, used to be a poker dealer. Now he's got a big hand.
All in.
He's got ace king. He's gone all in.
Well, I can't blame him. He was on one of the short stacks here.
Jared out.
Morella goes out, but David makes the call with the 2 jacks, and we have the race.
We have ace of clubs, king of hearts.
So Vlad Mezheritsky, all in with the ace king, must win the race to stay alive.
It's a red race.
A couple New Yorkers going at it. Jacks versus ace king. And there's Vlad's beautiful fiancée.
I would say he drew out there. He needs to draw out here to stay alive.
Vlad used to be a poker dealer, got sick of that when he said, these guys are winning a lot. I don't want to try it.
Everybody on their feet. Here we go.
All right, let's go to a flop. Let's see what we got.
Here we go, jacks versus ace king. The flop is an ace and a jack. Oh, boy.
An ace in the door and a jack right behind it. David in great shape now. It's going to take 2 runners to beat him, that's for sure.
Blood puts back on the moose head.
It's because he's heading back to the woods, Vince.
He didn't like that flop, and here we go with a turn. It's a deuce of diamonds. It's over.
So that's going to do it for Vlad. Nothing he can do about it, Vince. You're short stack. You're happy to get it in with ace-king. Just lost the race. Out in 5th place. Shaking his brother's hand. His brother just got honorably discharged from the Marine Corps yesterday, but got to win the races to win tournaments. Couldn't win it. Out in 5th place.
Right, Vlad from Brooklyn has to say goodnight. Over to talk to Matt Savage.
Vlad, you came in here as a short stack, but you picked it up another spot, come in 5th place. You pump up your bankroll a little bit. How does it feel?
I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. You know, not too many people, could say they made a WPT final table, and I'm very grateful. You
got your brother here.
Absolutely.
Just came out of the service. What has it meant to have you on here with you?
Yeah, you have no idea. I'm super excited to have him. He came here yesterday. He's supporting me, and he's a Marine, so he knows what's up. That was my security if I won.
Well, great run here. I'm sure we're going to see you again.
All right.
Thank
you very much.
Take care, Vlad.
It's time for a giveaway at WPT Global. Get a free $50 added to your account. Simply follow these 3 steps. Go to WPTglobal.com/YT. Make a new account with bonus code YT73 and make a deposit. That's it. $50 will be added to your account.
Look at this, Jared Jaffe going all in with the King Jack. Now Mayo behind him. Can't play an 8-4, he folds. Varela from New York, he has an ace-8 of hearts.
Now, it's one of those borderline hands. Do you play or don't you? You have him well covered in chip count.
2 New Yorkers gonna battle for this. Will Anthony Marella make a great call here?
Started with 1-4, right? Or 1-3. Call.
Yes, he's made the call.
Well, he is out in front with the ace high. If his hand stands up, we'll be down to 3 players. Jared Jaffe must win this pot to keep his hopes alive of capturing his 2nd WPT title this season.
Jared Jaffe learned to play poker in his dad's garage home games. His poker life on the line as a 9-4-3 flops. Ace out in front.
There's Dad Milt, Mom Ellen in the house here. Rooting Jared on, but he needs some help after that flop. Looking for a Picasso card. Needs a paint here.
He needs some luck. An ace, that's gonna do it.
There you go, Jared drawing dead. Jared Jaffe looking for his 2nd WPT title this season. Not gonna get it tonight.
Jared Jaffe, a WPT champion, out in 4th place, will take home $258,000. Let's see what he has to say.
Jared, not really the result you wanted today, but I know that everybody's going to want to know what you were thinking about when you had those 10s.
I mean, honestly, I think that was the only move right there. I mean, I don't think I can play the hand any different, to be honest with you. It was just unfortunate they both woke up with hands.
And then the emotion of that hand. When you catch the 10 on the turn, what are you thinking at that spot?
It's diamonds, though. I think there's probably going to be a diamond on the river. You know?
Well, you're still in the Player of the Year race lead, so I'm sure that means we'll see you more on the tour. And
Yeah, no problem.
all right, Lynn, back to you.
All right, action on our chip leader, David. He's going to raise to 250 with an ace-10. Mayo out. And Marilla from the New York City has a king-8.
I'm going to cost him $130,000 more to call, but there's $490 in the pot already.
Call.
So he is going to make a call.
Ace-10 versus king-8. The flop is a queen-10-6, so pair of 10s for David. And they both check. Going to the turn, it is a jack of hearts. Gives Marella an open-ended straight draw, actually. And he is going to bet at 260.
David just has 2 10s, but makes a nice call here with him. With 2 overcards out there.
Down to the river. What will it be? It's a queen, pairs the board. So Morello not getting any of that.
Well, he's just waving the flag here. Vince giving this pot up.
Ace size probably good.
Showdown.
David not going to bet as well. Check, check.
Yeah, it's good.
And David Paredes will take this one. They call him Gaucho. He's 34 years old from New York City. And there's David's wife, Caitlin, on the rail. And David, a very talented player. Now back to this hand. A quick raise by Mayo. He's got ace-7 of hearts. Morello with ace-king has re-raised. Going to 635. David goes out, and Mayo with the insta-call.
I haven't seen anybody play with this kind of speed in a long time, and it does make me automatically fond of the guy. So the Battle of the Anthonys.
And the flop is a queen, 10, 8.
Morello has the ace-high straight draw. Also has the best hand with ace-king, and he is going to bet here 400,000.
Mayo really with nothing but guts because he's going to make this call. We're going to the turn.
Try to backdoor a heart flush or make a move later in this spot. Now a jack comes off, so a 4-card straight on the board right now.
And that just makes a beautiful straight, the cinch, the nuts for Anthony Morello. And he's going to bet the nuts, 825.
Well, he's hoping his opponent has a 9 in his hand, where he would make a straight, where he could win all his chips. That's not the case, though. He goes out, and Morello takes down the pot. And Mayo saying to himself, why'd I call that bet on him?
Yeah, and Morello saying, you know what? Maybe I should have checked it. Eventually get more money. But right now you can see Anthony Morello with close to 12 million. David is in the chip lead with 19 million.
That's so true, Vince. When you bet the nuts and nobody calls you, you say, geez, why didn't I check that?
Especially when a guy like Mayo folds so quickly, you know, you go, well, I didn't mean that bet. Take it back, but we move on. Anthony Morello from New York with a pair of deuces. He makes it 250. But right behind him, our chip leader has an ace-jack.
He's going to 3-bet with it.
Anthony Mayo going out. Morello likes to play a lot of different hands. He's a very creative sort.
He's going to make the call with the 2 deuces. Flop comes queen 9-5 rainbow.
And neither player too pleased with that flop, and they both check. Turn card, another queen.
Well, David checks again. Wow, I'm surprised that Morello checked right behind him here with the 2 pair. And now 5 comes off. Well, that's it for Morello. He's going to play the board right now. His 2 deuces have been counterfeited. Action is on David, and he's leading out and betting, a little puzzling to me. He's just got ace high. Figures to be good when they both checked all the way, but what do you do if a guy raises you there? Anthony Mayo's on the short stack right now, just 3.4 million.
Down to the felt we go. Morello from New York City. He's in finance, 39 years old. Picks up king 8 of hearts.
Makes it 240,000. That's the min raise.
And right there, the chip leader David with a king queen.
He's going to make the call, and Mayo goes out.
So the 2 New Yorkers going to battle for this.
2 lawyers going at it.
And the flop is a king 10-10. Both hit kings. David with the better kicker.
And both players check that flop. I am surprised at that.
7 of clubs on the turn changes nothing.
David Paredes is going to bet the kings up here. Can't blame him. And Morello makes the call.
Down to the river we go. And it is a 5 of clubs. Doesn't change a thing.
Well, David checks. And Marilla checks right behind him.
Nice check. You want to rerun for value if I... Would you raise for value if I bet?
Yeah.
You sure? I don't know about that.
So, I mean, that was my plan. Good check.
Can't believe how little Marilla lost on this hand.
Side. So bad. Too fancy.
David mumbling to himself, sometimes you lose even when you win.
100% raise for value?
I mean, that was my plan.
100%.
I mean, it depends how big you bet. I mean, if you bet huge, probably just call, but if you bet like normal amount.
And there's David's wife, Caitlin, on the rail.
She's pregnant, having a ball right now. Why not? Her man is out in front. And Vince, what a wife that must be. He said, you know, I'm a lawyer. I'm quitting law. I'm going to play poker for a living. How does the wife take that, Vince?
Yeah. Proof in the pudding right there, though. He's a champ.
Well, not yet. Still got some work to do.
Mayo's raised this. Anthony's gone out. David with an ace-queen just calling.
I'm very surprised he wouldn't 3-bet with this hand out of the big blind. Now flop comes Jack, Jack 5. No help to either player. And it quickly goes check, check. An 8 comes off. Dream card for Mayo as he now has the lead with jacks and 8s.
He'll bet it 175. And our chip leader David from New York will make this call. River card, it's a 10 of spades.
Now possible straight, possible flush, possible full house. Goes check, check. Mayo gonna win this pot with 2 8s. He says, finally, push some of that sandwich meat my way, says Mayo.
The young 25-year-old out of Philadelphia, Anthony Mayo. You know, he plays at the Borgata all the time, loves this casino.
I'm very excited at a pair. I haven't had a pair in a while. How you guys keep making pairs and tricks? Must be nice.
All right, and he's up to 25. Blinds a 75, 150.
All right, David Paredes on the button. Looks down at 2 aces.
Oh, what a hand.
How good is this guy running?
Caught it again, and he will raise, of course.
Mayo goes out.
Marella has a pair of 3s. Not too bad. And yes, he will speculate and play.
You like to play small pairs in case you flop a set. You might double up through the chip leader here. Here comes that flop. Well, it's ace, queen, 6. One of them flopped a set, but it wasn't him. David with 2 aces has made 3 aces. Marella quickly checks. And Paredes is going to bet here. It's like 275,000. And Marella flies the coop. Well, David takes down that pot, but he's probably saying to himself, maybe I should have checked that flop.
It's time for a giveaway at WPT Global. Get a free $50 added to your account. Simply follow these 3 steps. Go to WPTglobal.com/YT. Make a new account with bonus code YT73 and make a deposit. That's it. $50 will be added to your account.
All right, nevertheless, first Tony to act is Mayo.
Just has 3.5 million, but he is going to raise it on the button here. Comes in for 300,000.
He's a local, loves to play at Borgata. He calls himself a grinder. And he's going to get Anthony to go out. Now, David behind him has a king 10.
No, he's going nowhere. He's going to make the call.
David, the big chip leader at this point. The flop comes up ace 10 7.
So David has the best hand with 2 10s, but he checks.
And Mayo's going to bet.
He makes the continuation bet.
200,000, Mike, and it's been called by David. Turn card's a 9 of hearts. Doesn't change much there.
Well, it goes check, check.
And the river card, a 5 of spades.
Well, David thinks he's got the best hand with 2 10s and top kicker right now. He's going to try to get a value bet in here of 500,000. But Mayo has nothing. Throws his hand away, and David Paredes takes down the pot.
The battle will continue. Anthony Marella, this time with an 8-6.
He's going to make a button raise here to 300,000.
David quickly folds, but Mayo with a 10-9.
Quickly calls.
So let's see what happens. King, Queen, 8. Marella hitting 8s.
And Mayo's got the gut shot straight draw. He checks, and Marella checks bottom pair.
6 on the turn. That gives 2 pair to Marella.
Gives a two-way straight draw to Mayo. Mayo checks.
And Marella gonna punish some more. 250,000. And the Philadelphian guy, 25 years old, Mayo, quickly calling, hoping to catch lucky. Can he do it once tonight? No. Ace of clubs on the river. Mayo gonna check again. And the New Yorker gonna put in a $500,000 bet. Mayo going out. Mayo once again getting punished by the New Yorker.
Vince, the Mayo is thinning out at this final table here.
Let's say that again.
And right now, Anthony Mayo on the short stack. Ketchup and mustard out in front, Vince.
You can't just keep going on all night with the puns. It's just, come on. Oh, how do you do it? How do you come up with so many? I just want to know.
Hey, lighten up, Benny. Have a little fun here.
We are having fun. Mayo's not necessarily mucks that hand. And now Marella with a Queen 8.
In the small blind, up against the chip leader. These two guys have played very conservative against each other the whole night long. It's like they know they're the two big chip stacks and they just don't want to clash in a giant pot.
Morella's going to raise this to 425. And David with just an 8-7 says, I'm in. So the two New Yorkers going to battle for this pot, and the flop is a Queen 6-5.
Well, we'll finally see some fireworks maybe between these guys. Marella with top pair. He checks. David has the open end straight, and he also checks. I'm shocked that there's not action on this flop.
Turn is another Queen. Marella hitting 3 of a kind. And he's going to try to trap. Checks again. Now he's going to get David to bet. David's getting chips out. Yep.
Well, 575,000 to bet.
See, Marella just takes that hood and just covers his face whenever he wants. Says, don't read me. I'm going to destroy you. Just calls, and we're going to the river. David doesn't hit that because a jack of spades appears, and Morella's going to check and try to get a bet one more time out of David.
Well, the only way David could win this pot is to make a bet at it. Otherwise, he's waving the flag, and he checks. He saves that money, Vince. Many guys would have tried to bluff there because it's the only chance they had to win the pot, but David wisely checked it down, and Merlin saying, how much value did I lose on that hand?
Well, that's all the time we have here tonight at Borgata. We have seen some great action.
We're down to 3 players. Obviously, our current chip leader, David Paredes, came to this final table as chip leader. He's still the chip leader. He's the guy that's got to be the favorite right now.